creative genius.
Hell yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. So we're about a month or so into this hydroponic growing thing. And this is the, you can actually see the roots peeking out the viewer window here. You can see the water levels. You can see the roots in there. I'm gonna lift it up and show you the roots in a second. But I just wanted to show the current progress. And look who decided to join the party. We finally got cilantro. And parsley's coming up. I originally did cilantro and it didn't grow. And I took the seeds out and started fresh. So this cilantro is probably about a week and a half old. I don't think I recorded me putting that in there because I wasn't sure if it was gonna pop out, but as you can see, I got a little in the jungle, the mighty jungle. As you can see, I got a little jungle here. And the mint is going crazy. Mint is going ham over here. I like the way it's growing because it's going kind of sideways and not straight up, so it kind of spaces itself out. Unfortunately, and this is why I strategically placed all of them the way I did. Even though they're next to each other, it's not, there's still spaces over here that they could be. There's still spaces over here that they could be. You see the little black covers, the little manhole cover looking things over here. And this has nothing in it as well. So I knew it was gonna grow kind of different from the basil. So I had it right here so that it can do exactly what it's doing. So it's doing a good job. I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. The parsley is coming just in enough time to get some artificial sunlight. And I'm really proud of the basil. So I've been slowly grooming and pruning this thing and what do you call that? Taking pieces off for food. I've harvested the basil plant at least 6 or 7 times. And I've done it in a way where it's growing nice and full. I'm talking just how I wanted it to. As you can see, like all of it's kind of settled in. I'll show a reference of the old picture here. And that's how it used to look. And you got it. This is how it looks now. It's nice and full and right in the middle, right in the center. Because at first it was just kind of growing and doing its own thing. The stems were extra long. The leaves were super big. But now, because I've kept sort of clipping it and getting it right. And now it's growing exactly how I want it to grow. Nice and together. And the leaves are kind of growing together or whatever. So that's awesome. I gotta take off. You see these spotted leaves right here. I think that's a combination of I didn't put the A and B solution in there right away when when you have to refill the water for each 1 liter you put in there. You have to put 5 milligrams of A and B solution, the plant food. So I didn't fill it up right now. It got a little bit like to 3 liters, maybe a little bit lower before I filled it up. And I did put the solution in with every fill up. I filled it up several times now, but I think this is a combination of it growing too tall, too fast, and being too close to the artificial sun. and it's burning it. And also, like I said, maybe it was lacking nutrition. Also, I cut the roots. I think all of that played a part. As you can see, this part at the top, the leaves at the top looks really nice and green, nice and healthy. But the ones on the outskirts, these have been there the longest. These are yellowish, spotted. There's just a few of them, but like I said, that's just my logic of how it got like that between being too close to the sun and too close to the light, and also maybe a little bit of lack of nutrition and me cutting the roots. I'll show you the roots in a minute, but I'm so happy the cilantro and the germination phase. As you can see, it's literally pushing its little plastic top off. Get off me, son. Get off me. Get off me. So I'm it's literally pushing, it was literally pushing the plastic top off of it. It's done with germination. It's ready to grow and flourish. And wonderfully, the mint is sectioned off out of the way and it's not blocking the sun, the artificial sun. I keep saying artificial sun. It's a light. Because people are so funny. I know somebody out there like, it's not a sun. That's not a sun. Why you keeps calling it the sun? It's not a sun. So I make sure I say artificial sun. It's my herb sun. So I'm gonna call it a sun. Artificial sun. But it's a light, obviously. But the mint is growing wonderfully and out of the way, so it's not blocking the artificial sun from the cilantro and the parsley. So that's awesome. Awesome. One thing that I really like about the mint, which is kind of weird, but I think it's awesome. At the same time, I'm overusing awesome, but it's awesome. You know, when you rub the leaves, you get this. It's like a almost like a moist sort of feel. I don't know. I've never grown mint in a regular garden outside, so I don't know the similarities. But the smell, here, smell this. Smell my thumb. The smell is amazing. There it is. Smell it. Scratch and sniff the screen. Scratch and sniff. So it's it smells like a soap almost, like lemon sort of flavor. I actually got a essential oil that smells just like this, and it's not mint. It's something else. I'll get the name for you guys, but it smells just like that. So just like the first time I grew this, I didn't really use it much. I think I put it in a drink or two, but the smell threw me off. It don't smell minty. It smells like almost like lemon pledge. It smells like lemon pledge to me, like a cleaner or something. Very refreshing for your home space, for the room. I have my herb garden, my hydroponic grower in my kitchen, right here in my kitchen, next to my dirty dishes. And it works for me. But it gives a nice smell, nice texture. If you ever grow mint, rub the leaves. The leaves are nice and moist and lets off a really nice fragrance. But I got to do some research on that. I don't know why it smells like that. But anyway, my battery is dying. I just wanted to show you guys the progress. I am going to prune my basil, my basil plant. I'm gonna prune some of the leaves that aren't so attractive there, and hopefully it'll continue to grow nice and together just like it's doing. But the herb garden is doing pretty great. I'm proud of it, and I'll keep you guys updated. But right now, cilantro, mint, parsley, and basil are all growing out. These are the only 4 that I planted, and they're all growing out. Can't wait to see what this do. This is my favorite to actually consume. My favorite to eat is cilantro. I got cilantro in the refrigerator right now, and hopefully this it's given. Hopefully it gives just like the cilantro I buy at the store, and I won't have to buy it no more. There it is, guys. Check it out. Grab your a hydroponic grower. Mom, start using yours. That's what I bought it for. Happy birthday. I'll check in with y'all soon. And yes, I did forget to show the roots. So I'm going to show them now. These are the roots. Mostly basil and mint. You can't even see the parsley and the cilantro sticking out yet. That's the cilantro, that's the parsley. There's barely anything. But all of that, it looks like some nice blonde, luxurious hair. Or nice, healthy roots from a basil and mint. And it's time to, I'm gonna leave them be now. I don't like when they connect, and I don't like when they go back and wrap around the that filter back there. So I'm gonna clean them up, clip them, not today, but very soon. Cause like, as you can see, they're starting to connect down there, so. And well, right now, what I am going to do right now is fill the water. So it's at 3 liters. Yes, this is a whole nother day from when I promised the roots. And yeah, things happen. I wanted to show you, because I know somebody's out there like, you ain't show us the roots. You said you was going to show us the roots, but you ain't show us the roots. It's always one. Always one. So I'm gonna add the A and B minerals, vitamins, all that good stuff, and I'm gonna fill it up with some water all the way to the 4 liters. If you're wondering, they suggest, they meaning the instruction booklet that came with this here, I think they suggested, I'm not sure, I can't remember, to be honest. Sometimes I use faucet water. Most of the time I use good old spring water. But obviously that it can be a lot of water. If I drink this on a regular basis, which I do all the time, then why not give it to the herbs that I'm putting in my body too? So that's how I see it. But yeah, sometimes I do just out of the convenience. Sometimes I do use the good old faucet water. But if I could afford it, I would definitely use spring water all the time. I can't afford it. Let me not make excuses. It's a combination of lazy and lazy. Yeah. So it's a bad combo. But yeah, just in case you were wondering, just kind of felt somebody's out there wondering what kind of water you put in there. I can't remember if I'll get the manual read over to see what kind of water they suggest. I think it was like distilled water. It was different from what I thought it would be, to be honest. So yeah, I use spring water and sometimes faucet water.
Creative. Genius.